What's good, y'all? We here.
Right.
Conversations with a duelist. We got the Fresh Prince of Fundamentals here.
What's going on, y'all?
You're gonna
Oh,
have a
man,
finance show sooner than later.
Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Sooner than later.
It's in the works.
And then just the goose here. Retired duelist, master troller. He swears he's coming back, but he's not.
I thought Goose
am.
is. I thought Goose
Retired
is back now.
Goose is never back.
I'm back now. I worked the Blue Belly, so I'm back. I gotta play that.
Because he's spending money, he's back. But maybe Spider can't hear AK, Mr. AK. Lord Cartel files on Facebook, IG, YouTube, Twitter, Spotify, TikTok, Twitch, Bird Official on YouTube, all that stuff. We got Steve Silverman here.
What's up, guys? How are you doing today?
Pro traveler,
in the house.
pro everything, pro card player.
Pro card player. Yeah, that's about accurate.
Pro card player. He got Kastira that he played in Vegas. We're gonna go over that, but check out the first episode with Augusto Gus. He had Kastira also that he had in Philly Regional. So there's blatant differences of them. So you don't have to make the same deck the same way. There's different ways to make a deck. But, we're gonna go over that. We here. It's been like we tried to organize this for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, we've been excited to get him on. Yeah, wanted this.
But he's on. He's finally here. So
Yep. I've been busy a little bit with all card stuff. I just got back from LA from the Battle Spirit event. So.
Jesus.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'll ask this: like playing so many card games in so little time. It's just like. What drives you to play all these card games?
It's something I do as like a hobby for fun, but the prizes are also pretty crazy. This Battle Spirit event, the first place was like 11K, second place was like 7K. They get like prize cards to pay out, and also qualified you for the Battle Spirit Pro Tour, which is they have like over like $400,000 prize payout for that event. So that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So it didn't do so well in the first go around, but Ohio's next month. We'll try to get on the Pro Tour and win some money at that event.
It ain't about the money.
I love it that these things are getting these numbers are getting higher and higher and like more lucrative over time.
So there's an event that we're like me and a bunch of people are playing at in October. For MetaZoo, the first place prize is actually $1 million. So life-changing money there. So hopefully we spike that tournament. I'll lose everyone up to that if we can win that one.
Oh, that's right.
That's with the new Battle Spirit.
That one's MetaZoo. That's like a different card game that's out now.
Okay.
It's not really popular, but like there's like people. It's like really big in Texas, but they're doing one event a month, and like each of the events are like 50Ks leading up to like the big $1 million tournament.
Yeah. So you know what I want $1 million yugioh challenge. That's what I want. I guess
there's a lot of people that want that, but they never give away cash. So
right.
Why would you want a card game you don't play? Never mind. We're just doing 1+1. You have to play the game to get the. Never mind. All right, so this is the Vegas Kastira deck. So
Yes.
yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your Vegas experience. Like, what was it like to be in a professional team 3v3 Yu-Gi-Oh, format, if you will? Like,
so I haven't been playing Yu-Gi-Oh all that often, but we won the previous Vegas 3v3. It was me, Couch, and Scott Page, and we were supposed to run it back with the three of us just because we wanted to go back to back, and thus the team named Back for Seconds. But Scott decided not to play. We got another Texas duelist, Alex Tansel, and then we actually won with him, and it was pretty unreal to just go back to back in a 3v3. Dom carried the team the hardest, and he's definitely one of the best players, if not the best player right now. So.
Has that been done in Yu-Gi-Oh, where a same player has won in the same city in the very next?
I think it was done like once or twice before. I think Nazar did it. I think he like won back-to-back Dallas. I think maybe one other player did it before, but the other 3v3 team that did really well before is Christian Urena and Arnold, some other last name. But aside from that, no, I don't think anybody else really went
back to back. I
defended.
believe we've had back to back where someone was one simultaneously. Like
yeah. Like there've been people like
an annual tournament, like.
Yeah, like Billy won back-to-back events. I think like one or two other people won back-to-back events, but for defending like in the same place, I don't think there was that many. So. Okay. But our list was pretty standard. We wanted to play like 3 of all the good cards, and we played like the minimum amount of the bad Kastira cards. 3 of all of like the really good cards. Lance was great over the weekend. Book of Moon, Book of Eclipse to shut off their Rise Heart or stop their plays. And then 3 Fenrir and 3 Unicorn because they like just start your combo. And I mean, the Field Spell and 2 other cards just make them not be able to play. So you just want to have as many copies as that as possible. So nothing tricky, nothing.
What was the best spell card for you?
The best spell card was either Pot or the Field Spell. The Field Spell like starts you off with all your plays, and it allows you to do the full lock combo. You just need to see that 1 monster and then 1 of either Theosis or the Birth, and then that lets you just lock them out of the game completely. So.
And was that like if you saw all 3 pieces, was that just the go ahead and you just like would just try to do the lockdown combo, or were there any tells, any cues you were looking for?
Pretty much. I mean, like Nibiru would stop you from like fully locking them out, but if you just had a 3-card combo and they didn't have Nibiru, you just did it. And even if you got Nibiru, like it still like wasn't like it didn't just make you lose the game. Like they still had to have follow up for them to beat you. So it was all Dom though. Dom did like pretty much all the work. Just told me what to do. Like I said, I haven't really been playing, and if I was by myself, I definitely would not have had the same success. So Dom just played pretty much his game and my game, and then Alex also knew what he was doing by himself. So it being a 3v3 was very, very helpful for winning the event.
Now, with that being said, now there's of course, that was probably be an example of a pro. Like, there's different pros and there's different cons. There's different things you have to think about, or is there like in the 3v3 strategy as opposed to a 1v1 tournament? Like, I would imagine there's just maybe a different mindset, or is there a comfortability or a responsibility? Like, what goes through your mind in these 3v3 tournaments that like makes it different?
So me personally, I have it very easy because I have a teammate that's actually just very good. So I really didn't have to do like anything. I just had to listen to what he said, and then I knew he did a lot of the work, a lot of the testing. So it was easy for me. Just listen to what Dom says, and it worked out once before. It worked out again. And it'll probably work out a 3rd time for us.
Why change it? It works. Yeah,
it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's definitely like strategies when it comes to 3v3, just like knowing like what you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do it. The biggest thing, a tip we give to anybody is like knowing when to concede a game, or knowing when to scoop your match to help your teammate, or knowing that like just draining the clock is just not something that like just playing in a game that you cannot win doesn't help you. So like knowing when to just lose and scoop up your cards is like the biggest thing that still people to this day don't know, because then they lose in time, or they lose a game that they're supposed to just have lost, but it took like 25 minutes. So knowing when like to just pick up your cards and go to the next game is pretty important. So
that actually makes a lot of sense.
That makes a lot of sense.
It would be very pivotal to team play in a sense.
Yeah. So like in one of the rounds, Dom was still playing his match, and Alex had finished and won already, and I'm in game 3 and I don't know exactly what to do. So Dom just conceded his game and then just helped me finish my game for us to win the round. So.
The communication is so it's free like that in 3v3 like that. Just like I'm gonna help you win your game, and just like damn.
So like he conceded his game to help us win the match by winning my game. So.
That's how it should be.
Well, so in a sense, it's like, okay, it can be, detrimental in a sense to like you were saying, to have take up too much time on the clock, and like you're not just worrying about yourself in a sense. Like you have to think bigger than yourself. You have to think like, all right, can I win this game? Should I concede this game? Should I use my time and effort to, helping out my partner?
Yeah.
And you have to do this on the fly. You have to like make that call in the moment,
And a lot of people would like be like, oh, well, like I won my round, but like my partner lost his, and it's like that kind of stuff doesn't matter in a 3v3. Like it only matters like who won the actual round. So like you win as a team or you lose as a team. Like you don't just like, oh, my personal record was undefeated, but my team lost fucking 7 rounds or something like that. So, but like there's a lot of people saying that, and it's just stupid logic. Like who cares if you won all of yours if your other teammates didn't win their round? Then it doesn't matter.
Absolutely.
It takes 2, goddammit.
Yep. You need to win 2 of the 3.
Okay. So I can see how that would warp the experience, because there's a lot of people who have never got to play in them at all, or let alone a championship, caliber environment. So it's a lot more to it than what they think, and that's just what I wanted to, exemplify, if you will.
Now the two one-of traps, like how often did you see them? How prevalent were they in your matches?
So like the 2 one-of traps are just searchable by the ogre. So even though they were only one of, you just saw them literally every game, because like each card searches out the other one. Like Fenrir searches out the ogre, the field spell search out Fenrir, Theosis can search out ogre. So like while there's only one ofs, like you just saw them every game because each card just like searched itself. So this guy, the ogre, like is the guy that like searches the trap. So when half your deck searches for him, you see them pretty often. I don't remember the full combo with the preparation, but I know like there's like a specific hand where if you get to like lock more than just the 5 spell and trap zones. So
how important was your side deck for this one, 3v3?
Honestly, I didn't really side that often. If like the shifters were in a matchup that I didn't really see that much, I side decked the 1 Nibiru, the Lightning Storm, and the Duster a bunch. And then the dimensional barriers just if I was going first, and the lava golem if I was going second. But like for the most part, because we like main deck Book of Eclipse, Book of Moon, Ash, and Lance, like it was pretty much just the main deck was where it was at.
The main deck was the side deck.
Yep. Oh, Sixers won 115 to 103.
We could hope. We could hope they won.
It's over.
The extra deck.
Thank God.
Was that just a standard extra deck? Just like, all right, I'm just.
Yeah. So the only things different were I didn't play flare metal in mine because I had the different cards in my extra deck, my side deck. So I played. It was 2 Ling Karibo. I played a Garura. So when you banished it off pot, you got like a draw off your Rise Heart play.
Gotcha. Okay.
I thought that was more important than the flare metal because like I never went to time. Like I don't remember. I mean, it's quite a while ago. I might have went to time once or twice, but it's just not worth it. The draw from the Garura is just better most of the time. So.
For the 3v3, is that the most important thing, not to go into time?
No, I mean it wasn't really as relevant there. Like you only need to finish two of your like matches, and then like the deck was pretty quick and aggressive, like where you just lock them out of the game. So we had a feature match for the finals, and then I think top 4. I think we had a feature match. I don't remember. It happened a while ago now. So, but
the feature match, it just picks one of y'all that just choose to go into it.
Yeah. So like, I believe they featured Dom and then Alex, and then like part of mine they like just showed it, but like them 2 won their final round. So like I like I didn't even finish my third game. We were in game 3 of the finals, and they had already won. So I just picked up I was just celebrating with them. So it didn't matter that my round was not finished. So
Okay.
Load up the car. We the fuck out of here.
yeah.
Now, would you say you prefer being a singles duelist, or would you continue being a team play?
So if I have Dom on my team, I would pick 3v3 because that's just another win. He knows how to just play better than 99% of the people that play the game. So I would definitely just rather play 3v3s with him than play single Yu-Gi-Oh! And single Yu-Gi-Oh! Is rough just because I have to do so much more work that it's not worth putting the time into for just winning a prize card when other games are just offering $50,000, $60,000, $70,000. So I'm not trying to play for a $2,000 prize card.
That's an honest take. Singles, we got team play is better than singles, and everything else just is better in general.
Yeah.
So this is pretty much base Kashtira, base side deck, base extra deck. Nothing too fancy.
Nope. Nothing fancy. The idea for like tournament, like you don't want to like play something like too crazy because you have to do like the same thing for like 15 rounds basically because you have like 10 to 12 rounds of the regular tournament, and then after top cut there's no point in just like getting top 32 and losing top 32. You want to win the whole event, so you just want your deck to be as consistent as possible, do the same thing over and over and over, and then when you play like just like random tech cards that you think are good but aren't actually good, you just cost yourself games, so it's just not worth it.
All right, we got Steve Silverman here. We might have asked Steve Silverman some questions about Yu-Gi-Oh! Why not? You already got the deck list right here, so it's pretty basic. But what is the best part of Yu-Gi-Oh! In your opinion?
The best card in Yu-Gi-Oh?
Best part of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Oh, the best part of Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, just like going to the events and having fun with your friends and stuff like that. That's definitely the best part.
Worst part of Yu-Gi-Oh!
Actually playing the game.
Wow.
Do explain the worst part.
There's like formats that are like fine, but like most of the formats, there's just like a huge glaring issue that like makes it not fun, and just like this deck just locks your opponent out from actually playing any cards. So like that's really not fun and interactive. Like in the finals feature match, you saw just all of the zones being locked and no one being able to actually do anything. So that's like kind of rough. Also, playing for just a prize card is also just rough when every other game is just offering so many things. So
my question to you is, what is the best deck that you played with? What is your favorite deck?
My favorite deck I play with is probably Lightsworn or like the Frog F2K deck. Those decks are really just fun to play with, but some people don't like the Frog format where they just lose on their first turn before they get to go. But I mean, that's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Works sometimes, most of the time.
Well, I guess that ties into my next question as far as favorite personal accolade, if you will. It could be an accolade, it could be an accomplishment, it could be championship, a favorite card that you won or something, giant card. What was your favorite accolade?
So I like I won almost every prize card and won 14 giant cards and then 3 major events and went to Worlds. So it's a pretty decent list of accomplishments, but none in particular. They're just.
I love it. When you say none in particular and say nonchalantly,
how can I choose? They're all my babies.
14 giant cards went to Worlds.
I think
who gives a shit, right?
It's like choosing your favorite child, right?
I mean, yeah.
Like Tom, the middle one, right?
Tom Brady said it best. The best ring is the next one. So.
Yeah. Shout out to the GOAT. Favorite card of all time.
Favorite card of all time. It's tough. I have like 3 that are just like I just like the most. But if I had to pick one of them, probably Morphing Jar. That's like one of the coolest cards. Just like flip draw 5. Back in the day, that was just crazy. Now it just wouldn't even be playable.
Shout out to Tournament Pack 1 for that.
Yeah, TP2 is the Ultra Jar. And then we got Swap Frog and Crush Card, the OG Crush Card, not that ratted one.
Shout out to OG Crush Card. He already said. Card you put on the map.
Card I put on the map, Destiny Hero Doomlord. Back in like Teledead format, I was the
I
one that
remember Doom Lord. Yes.
Yeah, I was the one that told everyone to play that card, and everyone was scrambling at the event. They had to buy like duelist pack to try to pull them from like the vendors to finish it for their deck.
I remember that card was like $10.
Yeah, and then
$10 for a common.
Royal Oppression in the main deck. That was my first SJC win. That card was just so broken, and I don't know why we weren't playing it more often then. But now people are just like main decking it in their Edison decks because it's just.
I mean, when you read it in the beginning, it's like 800.
Yeah.
Yo. I was like, you have 8,000. It's like, why are you bitching about so little things? It's just like 800. No, I'm not doing that. That's silliness.
Speaking of Edison, are you enjoying said Edison format? Is it?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely better than the current format. That's for sure. I wish they would do like large events for it. I know a lot of people: Frazier, Vinny, Sean, Corey. Sorry if I forgot anybody else, but everybody's been playing it a lot, and they seem to really like it. They just went to an event over this weekend. It had like 60 people. Vinny got second. I think Frazier got like top 4 or top 8. And then Corey also got top 8 or something like that. So.
Not the Edison format.
Yeah, that was actually for cash, wasn't it? That was like a K event.
Yeah, like that. It was like a non-official like sanctioned event because they were doing it for cash. So I think it was in North Carolina or something like that.
Oh man, that's cool.
Speaking of cities, favorite city to play in?
Favorite city to play in? Probably Vegas. I really like, obviously, hometown Philly and Los Angeles is always nice, but probably just Vegas. Vegas is awesome.
So YCS is going to be stressful. I can already imagine that.
So my question to you is, do you feel as though Yu-Gi-Oh now isn't the same as it was
hell no.
6 years ago?
No, the game has changed so much since then. Also, like now, like your average player is just way better than they were back in the day because they can just play online, and there's just like all these tools and information out there. Back in the day, like the only info you had was like what they posted on Metagame. Now, like people have like actual like game simulations by playing on Dueling Book and like all this information. There's coaching, there's lists, there's people that play on Discord for like hours upon hours a day. So it's definitely changed the game a lot.
So one thing Frazier said in his interview was he said he admires today's players because they know how to play through hand traps. Mm-hmm. And he also said that the players from, when the game first started, they wouldn't be able to play through hand traps because it would become so stressful and annoying. So he was saying in Edison format, he said all they got to worry about is DD Crow, which is but even in this format now, Gorge wouldn't survive. So
yeah, the hand traps are a lot crazier now than they were back then. Like they just do so much more. So
favorite pack.
Favorite pack. No clue. I'm not really a pack person. I've always bought just the single cards. So like whatever card I needed, I just bought the card itself, not actually booster packs.
That's when you know you're just
even as a kid, I was like that. Like I was given allowance to like buy packs to like collect Pokemon cards. And like when I bought like 2 packs and got nothing, I would just get upset. So then I learned just like, all right, I'll just like save my money, let the kids buy their pack or whatever. And then I bought the single card that I was missing. Like I bought my Charizard to like finish my set. I think I bought it for like $25 back then or something like that. It was just, it's definitely way better than just opening packs.
Imagine still holding that. Oof.
Yeah.
Shout out to Silver showing his age, but
just an ancient.
Other than that, favorite opponent.
Favorite opponent. No one's ever asked me that. That's pretty
He has some good questions on here. You know?
Yeah, that's favorite opponent. I don't know. I usually don't think of it like that because like I'm like super competitive, so like I'm just trying to win. So I just look at like all of my opponents as the same. Like I just think I'm going to win. So hopefully that happens.
I just want the soul. I don't care if it has a name.
Yeah.
Favorite player to watch.
Favorite player to watch. New players, I would say be Jesse, Dom, and Christian. Old players, I would say probably Billy, Jesse, and Shane. Shane Scary from back in the day was really
I
nice.
remember Shane. I actually remember him. He wasn't bad. He was actually okay.
He's a champ.
I know you.
Yeah, I know.
I know you won with your free man, but
also 2-time champion Shane.
Yeah, I remember. He was actually good. He was good.
Yo, Steve face and you saying that Goose is hilarious, but you know.
I mean, he was good. I remember watching him. I remember watching him play. That's what I'm saying.
Goose with the submarine slight right there. I'm gonna let that slide though.
What you got next,
I know you won with a 3-man, but what's your dream 3-man team? Anybody?
Dream 3-man team. Well, it's definitely me and Dom, and then the third person would probably be either Jesse. Like now, currently, would be Jesse or I guess Jesse Cotton or Christian Urena. They are like the 3 best players in the game right now. So put either one of those on as a third. For fun wise, most fun team would be me, Gus, and Scott Page. That team we'd have a lot of fun, but we probably would not win.
Where would you put who's your top 5 duelists of all time?
Pretty much
of all time? Well, I would just say my name 5 times, like, you know,
Nice.
But
Shout out to
There you
Dylan.
go.
I guess silver.
yeah. So like currently the top 5 would be Dom, Christian, Jesse, and then 2 other duelists right now that would crack the top 5.
Gotta put Jared on there, right? You know.
No, Jared's not even ranked.
You
What
gonna
the
put
fuck?
Furman up there?
You don't? No, I wouldn't put Furman up there. No, Trappier, you wouldn't rank G League players like who is the best NBA. Trappier probably couldn't even play in the G League.
Yeah, the minor leagues.
Yeah.
Shout out to the G League.
The last 2, probably the Ryan Yu's probably pretty crazy right now, and I don't know, like who would I put as the last one? Shooping's been doing pretty good, but I don't know. I'm sure we'll just say him.
Shout out to the butt before you said that. Pet peeve an opponent does in any card game.
Oh, when they look at the bottom of your deck to see what you're playing. They pick up your deck and they just look at your deck. And
The soft cheese.
there's really not much you can do.
That's so ignorant.
Yep.
That seems to be universal across the board. It's the soft cheats in card game.
Yeah.
The soft cheats.
Soft cheats, aka actual cheating. Still.
Actual cheats.
You don't have a favorite pack, but do you have a favorite pre-release? There gotta be a favorite pre-release.
Favorite pre-release. The one that Plague Spreader came out was like. I think
You talking about Plague Spreader?
It came a Crossroads, I think.
Crossroad Chaos.
Was it Chaos? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that was just a really fun one. It was still like when they were held at like larger venues, and like Black Rose came in that set, right? Yeah, and people were just like going crazy, and it was just a fun pre-release.
And then the last question.
Also, the one that the Crush card got
Boone
pulled
is
out,
in the Boone wants to be
I
let in
wasn't
the
at
chat.
that one, but that one was pretty wild, where like people pulled like prize cards out of their entry pack. So.
This week
You? What's good?
What's up?
Oh, the darkness has arrived.
Darkness, everybody. Last question. Weirdest ruling.
The weirdest ruling. I don't know, like the weirdest like ruling where like they like change cards like a bunch of times, like Grandmaster and like Green Baboon, like they're worded the same, but like there's like work different. Or Illumina and Zombie Master, like one of them like has to stay face up, another one doesn't have to. There's like a bunch of shit that like they just like do like stuff like that. It just doesn't make any sense from other card games, but it just works like that in Yu-Gi-Oh.
Which ruling was that with? Was that with Lumina? Lumina got to stay face up or something?
No, Lumina still like got her effect off like no matter what. Zombie Master like didn't. So.
Yeah, that's weird. It's the same effect. They both got to pay costs. So.
I think it was just because it was like they said it was like mistranslated or something like that.
But Lumina, I do know Lumina is you get discarded any card. I think it's any card.
Sean,
I'm pretty sure they both.
Can you bring up the deck again?
Bring it up one more time, sure.
Yeah.
I got timed out, so let me log back in real quick.
Compare Gus deck to Steve deck. You know what they were doing.
It's some trash you playing with.
Trash I was playing with. Gus, if you listen to me, you would have a win yourself. You always want to play some weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's playing Kastira. You got top in Philly Regional.
Yeah. Well, I told him to play that, and he actually listened, and he did well. Surprise!
Look at that.
Oh, here we go. Present. Okay.
The ban list. Is we getting a ban list?
I mean, there should be one, but if we don't have it like soon, it probably won't be before Philly.
All right. Back up.
Yeah, I see it. Oh, the blank spot's Harvey Feathers, I think.
Oh yeah, I gotta put it back in.
Hey, we know what it is, but you know.
That's a lot of Book of Moons.
Yep. That tournament was nice.
To do one thing.
Hmm?
Wanted to do one thing, and that was to turn off cards.
You just wanted to book the Rise Heart. And this is before everybody started playing like Kaijus and like Karakura and like all that other stuff like that. Like now you got to play different stuff because like there's new different decks out now. Like the Super Heavy Samurai and the Pearly shit and something else. There's like the Mana Dome or something deck that's out, but I haven't really kept up with everything. I don't know what all those cards do.
Okay.
That's wild.
Yeah, I'll be back in January or something. Got to play the other card games for the rest of the year.
How you do it there, Joe?
I did awful. Probably one of the worst finishes I ever did. I didn't practice, so. For Ohio, I'll practice a little bit. And definitely.
One second, guys. Gotta take this.
Gus, you got anything to ask?
Who was Nemesis was?
Who
was his rival?
I don't have a rival. When you're so good, you don't have a rival.
That's your answer.
That's my answer. You know who I said I'd have the most fun with on a 3v3 team though?
Yeah.
I say you and Scott Page. That'd be the funnest 3v3 team.
Scott Page, he just don't care no more.
Nah, he doesn't. Everybody's off. Like Yu-Gi-Oh's rough now because like they just like give you nothing. Like all these other games are paying like crazy bread and like all this other stuff, and like Yu-Gi-Oh, you get a prize card worth like $500. That's rough. The Ultra one's worth a lot more than that, but if you get second place in a 3,000 person tournament, you don't even make your flight back.
But he's just there flipping cards. That's what Yu-Gi-Oh is. It's flipping cards and then just whatever.
I said the best part is just having fun with your friends. So
yeah,
just traveling to different cities, going to nice restaurants, swallowing out.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Might hit a couple strip clubs, you know.
Jeez.
Atlanta was the craziest one for sure. The strip clubs in Atlanta are wild.
We got time. Talk about the Atlanta story before we log off.
Oh, tell about the Atlanta story.
Yes.
Oh no, I can't talk about that. And there's just so much wild shit. I would get canceled or arrested instantly.
We got the NDAs on the Atlanta story.
That's wild.
Shit. What's the next event then besides YCS Philly?
The next one is YCS Philly. Then there's like a regional after that, and
And then it's
then
nationals.
there's nationals in North Carolina, right? That's where it is. I think it's
Yeah,
North Carolina, right?
Yeah, Raleigh.
So we'll have some fun out there. Try to get some crazy Airbnb or something.
We'll find something to do in North Carolina.
Yeah.
What weekend is nationals on?
I think it's like the second or third weekend of July. But all right, I gotta get stuff done here. But this was definitely fun. If you guys will have me back again, I'll be happy to do it again some other time as well.
Absolutely. Come back on. Maybe you can help co-host with us one day.
For sure. Tuesday nights work usually good with me. So
absolutely. Get some more people on here. Anybody you want to interview, let us know.
For sure.
Make it happen.
All right. See you guys.
See you later.
All right, cool. All right.
All right.
Gus, what's the next joint you running? Well, Gus left. we could get that out of there. But I mean, yes, he's still in here.
Yeah, episode 4 in the books, y'all. Episode 4. Now we gotta get to episode 5, and we get to 10 to 100.
What does it pay to be a duelist?
Be the first people to interview 100 duelists. Let's go.
So Goose, how does it feel when you're never going to interview you? You're just here to co-host.
I mean, I'm just here to co-host. I mean, I'm happy co-hosting. I mean, if I get a YCS under my belt, I get a YCS under my belt. But other than that, I mean,
you gotta come here first.
I am. I mean, but I need you to pick up a deck and be good again, make Yu-Gi-Oh great again.
Anyways, Other than that, Fresh Prince Fundamentals, the business page, hopefully it's coming together. We're gonna get that going.
Yes, we'll get that together. Start figuring out how we can, get everybody's life and money and, get everybody structured and everybody on the right track, because we're trying to live good, we're trying to live free, we're trying to enjoy these things that, are out here, whatever it is that you like, you want to be able to do that and not be, held back in any type of way. So, definitely looking for freedom. And with freedom comes, other blessings, So, yeah, we'll get everybody there one step at a time, working on the credit, working on the savings, the skills, the habits, and, with all of that, you'll just have more time to enjoy these things that we love.
I love it. Coming soon, Lord Cartel, main Spider Camp, more duelists. I mean,
absolutely.
We got to get the Jared on here.
Jared's going through. He's emotional right now. He's going through maybe he's better off right now. But we'll get him on. Don't worry.
It's all right. We got plenty of time. We get some more people.
Or we get the Patrick Holbert on here. How about that?
We get a Holbert. We're gonna give
Well, we're gonna get Frazier.
We'll see. How about this? We'll leave it as to be continued. Let's do the next on here.
Find out next time.
We'll take some
suggestions. He's media trained. You're not.
From the comments and from the chat, and we'll just see where it goes.
Yes, sir.
Go. But yeah, guys, it's been good. We got episode 4, in the books. And now we gotta start working towards 5, but then we'll break that 10 seal.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.